I might. I got a dope beat. Oh, that is the funniest. That is the funniest thing ever, dude. He came in here having my night better. I'm happy I can make your night better. I just imagine this, right? Just picture this. Picture this. Just imagine this viewer for a moment. Imagine you're in a 1980s sitcom, and a guy, like a white guy, approaches you and he says, "Hey man, I've got a dope beat. Think you can drop a freestyle on it?" And he crosses his arms and does this. I want you to be where I'm at mentally. Just picture that. I've got a dope beat. Think you can you can drop a freestyle? Who speaks like that? A cop? That's the most cop language I've ever heard in my life. Who does that? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Yep, backwards, sideways hat. Yep, backwards, sideways hat. Yes, exactly what he'd have. Yep, yep. He'd have the hat, and you'd be like, "Yeah, I get it." Dude for Pokemon pops up behind you and stops you. Hold on, youngin. That's so stupid. Baggy trousers, like a wife beater. He has like a big boombox. I got a sick beat, bro. You want a freestyle? No, I don't want a freestyle. I don't want to. Who says that? No one speaks like that. No one speaks like that. Good chain. Yeah. What's up, Mateo? Nobody speaks like that. No one. Nobody speaks like. No one has that kind of cadence or conversation. No one says that. Start speaking like that. Hey, I'm happy you enjoy them, Jinx. I'm here for you. Here for you, Jinx. I make my videos specifically for you, Jinx. I go out of my way. I go out of my way. I'm sure Jinx is watching, and then I make sure I make the video specifically for you. I go out of my way. I'm just like, I gotta make sure this one's for Jinx. This one's for you, Jinx. Sorry, speak. Should I go work at Waffle House? Can you fight? If you can fight, yeah, 100%. If you can fight and or cook, you can definitely work at Waffle House. I gotta wash out my retainers. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Ugh. Nothing's for a while now. Really? I make my videos just for you, actually. Happy. I got 9S. I'm skinny. I got 9s. I'm skinny. Ah, I don't know if that's gonna work. I might get 2-strand twist. What's up, Gio? I believe it. You should believe it. Pretty fast balls. I was, pretty fast balls caught me off guard. Pretty fast balls. Freddy the Fast Bear. Pretty fast balls. Yeah, that's why I didn't release it. They didn't want to incriminate me. I'm the reason the list didn't drop. They were like, wait, stop. Theros is on there. That's crazy work. That's tough. That's tough. We're a SoundCloud rapper. Quick capping. You'd get more viewers if you were a SoundCloud rapper. I don't. This is gonna sound crazy. You sound. I'm happy I make your videos. Alec, I want to keep it a bean with you. Keep it a stack. You sound like you don't interact with black culture on a regular day-to-day basis, and I don't know why. Hey, so what's going on? I'm happy you enjoy my videos. I don't know why. You're just quit capping. You get more viewers if you were a SoundCloud. Alberta sucks. Ottawa sucks too. Ottawa's the capital, I believe, and it sucks too. Of Canada, it sucks. I like Windsor. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to insult you, Alec, but man, it is. I don't know. Oh my god, that's so funny to me. That is peak comedy. Vote for sandwich, Nathan. Vote for sandwich. I might have to. Vote for sandwich. Don't know what that means, but I might have to vote for sandwich. I saw Nathan Anderson. I thought you were Nathan Fielder for a second. I was like, Nathan Fielder? That'd be nuts. Nathan Fielder joins my chat. That'd be crazy. That'd make my week. You know what's fun is I don't do a crazy amount of stuff on stream, and I hope that I can keep viewership of people by doing almost absolutely nothing. A lot of people want me to play video games, but by goodness, reading chat and playing video games is the most stressful encounter I've ever had in my entire life. It hurts my chest. I don't like it. I just hate it so much. I'd rather go on Twitter and talk about drama. That's what I'd rather do. It is the worst thing to ever do. It hurts because sometimes I'll read chat and it sometimes genuinely agitates me. Don't know why. No clue. No clue why. It just makes my soul ache. It really does. I'm gonna play with my wife's hair tonight. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my plans for everything. PP. PP. I have seen UFOs 3 times before. I see an unidentified flying object in my room right now. I think it's a fly. I see it. That's what I see. Why am I playing sense to think about how stressful that sounds? It is stressful to play something random that you don't reference at all. I should play. Here's what I do. I should play a game. And not put it on stream. Is what I should do. Less cringe. That's never gonna happen. I'm cringe incarnate. What's up, Shirley's J? Shirley J's. That's a tough name actually when you think about it. That sounds like a One Piece character. It sounds like a genuine One Piece character. That's what it sounds like. It's Shirley J. I'm excited to see I was supposed to read all the One Piece spoilers. I didn't do that. I didn't read the One Piece spoilers. One Piece full spoilers dropped. Hey, Deca, what's going on? I was in your city. I forgot to hit you up completely. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. I completely forgot. I was at Anime Midwest. I completely forgot. I'm in New York at the moment. That's fair. That's understandable. That's real. Why are you in New York? Keith from Smosh. This is crazy. I've only seen 2 Smosh videos in my life. I saw the Pokemon video, and then I've only ever seen 1 Smosh video in my life, I think. I've only ever seen 1 Smosh video ever. I'm not gonna copy with that. is getting a lipo. HG is getting a lipo 360. What? And that's enough. I don't know who Keith is. I imagine Keith is a black girl, homegirl. So I don't know abbreviations. I'm so old. I'm so old. How's New York? They don't know. They're in New York. That's a good idea, Axolotl. That's a good idea. You're part of their fan base. I've only seen one Smosh video ever. I've only ever seen one. The guy in the video who doesn't know the Pokemon. Okay, let's roll back here. The Pokemon video I saw was hit him with your Harden. Alright, Metapod, use Harden. You gotta get past me and my 6 Metapods. That's the video I saw. It was 12 years ago. That's the only Smosh video. I've watched Anthony Padilla. I've interacted with Anthony Padilla before. I've had conversations with Anthony Padilla. Gotta go to my hotel? Got you. Understandable. That's the only person with Smosh that I know. I don't know the other guy's name. Oh, I gotta know, not that one. What? That is the only video. Peace, Axolotl. That is the only video that I've seen of Smosh. That is it. That is my understanding of Smosh. That's all I got. How to find a conversation with Anthony? Why black people hands white? Whoa, I never thought about that. Whoa, that's crazy. Whoa, that's not. Whoa, you're right. I never really considered that. I don't know. I have no idea, actually. I don't know. Answer me this question. Answer me this, Cyril's TV. Why black people hands white? Where's Sam Gladiator in his Yandere Minecraft bit? Let me point this out. I feel like my experience with YouTube is vastly different than most people's. I didn't watch YouTube. I didn't get to watch everything. It's a conspiracy. It is. You're right. It's crazy. We're actually all just white people. I've only seen one white person with black palms. Vitiligo. Vitiligo's gotta be. The only reasonable explanation is vitiligo. The only reasonable explanation, it has to be vitiligo. That's what it has to be. Guys spray paint us on all four. I like that. I like that. Is this one? I don't think you can post links in chat. Someone's bleach in your life. This is a Pokemon Ghost Kit. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I'm not watching a Smosh video. So about try to find Pistol 8% of his AI slop. I don't think this is about politics. I forgot what I labeled the stream. I think people I was talking about, right? I wasn't talking about politics. I was talking about the actual directions. Actively curious person. I'd say I'm a cat. That's why I got 9 lives. I'd say I'm a cat. I'd say I'm a little bit of a cat. Uncle Ruckus with a 2% margin of error. Well, a 2% margin of error. God, you gotta watch the Boondocks. Sorry about that, Ghost Apple. I feel like I accidentally clickbaited people because I forgot what I titled the stream. I was titling YouTube videos and I was accidentally taught that. It's so funny. Hey man, I appreciate you. I'm just a guy. I'm nobody important. I appreciate that. I'm just a fella. I'm just a guy. How are you, brother? How am I a brother? Because I have other brothers. Why watch the Boondocks so you can live it? You're spitting. Everyone should watch the Boondocks. That's fair. You know what's funny? The YouTube horizontal chat has no clue that the chat on the right of me, because this is how it's positioned on my thing, is just the YouTube vertical chat, Twitch chat mixed together. And the YouTube vertical chat sees their own chats, but probably see other people that they don't know, which is really funny. I wish I could integrate TikTok chat into the bulk chat. That'd be beautiful, but TikTok is evil. They don't let me do that. I heard they're getting rid of TikTok next year in March or something. They're going to get rid of TikTok next year in March. That's what they're doing, apparently. They're replacing it with a specifically an American app. A specific American app. Is what it, yeah, I read that. I read that on Popbase. Here, I'll find it. Hold on. Actually, we can read this together. I'm just going to pull it up. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. Hold, please. Oh, I didn't type. I didn't even type words. Hold on. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Let me show you what I typed. Nah, this is great. I didn't type a single word. I didn't type a single word. Did you eat, Elena? Horizontal and vertical streams? Not much, realistically, besides the fact that one looks significantly better. This is what I typed. This is what I typed. This is what I typed. Let me show you what I typed. This is what I typed. I typed this. I don't even know what these words are. I have no I just typed I don't even know what I typed. I have no clue. Hold on. Let's see. What's the news at? Yeah, there's a new app. The new US app as Trump. Yeah. It's building new app. This is what I was reading right here. Here it goes. Pretty much done with American buyer. TikTok could have workaround to avoid the looming ban. Something of that variety. Hold on. My face is being covered on the other streams. It's you get to see the top part of my face. Enjoy that. I don't really know what to do for you. I'm not gonna fix this. It's kind of funny. Yeah, TikTok is being banned. They plan to discuss TikTok's fate. Starting September 5th. It's an alternate version of the app. Could become available in U.S. stores starting September 5th. If TikTok sells you, could grant it to a group of non-Chinese investors. Yeah, this is what's going on here. Yeah, he did executive orders to extend the deadline. Pushing the deadline to September 17th. Apparently, it's going to be a whole thing. You deleted Facebook and Instagram? Most people don't even have those apps, which is crazy. Yeah, it's there's always a thing. Jump scare? Jump scare? David Dobrik's buying TikTok. Is that a real? Are you just saying words? Are you just you're just saying words? He did like this transformation after like brutally maiming his friend or something, and like nobody cares. He just has like allegations and controversies. That's all it is. He's in Discord. I got a Discord. Nobody really takes it. I'm about to say David Dobrik's buying it. It's great. I only saw. I think I've only ever watched one David Dobrik video, and it's him returning. That's the only David Dobrik video I've ever seen is him returning. That's the only one I've ever seen in my life. That's it. That's all I got with David Dobrik. My ex watched the videos a lot. My ex got me into Cody Co, and then immediately after my ex passed away, Cody Co got canceled. Buying it though, MrBeast. This is crazy. I love MrBeast. I love MrBeast. I can't really hate the guy. I don't hate MrBeast. I can't really hate him. It's not. I can't really hate MrBeast. I don't hate the guy. Wish I could hate him. He's done too much good. I know people that have been helped deeply by his videos and his charity too, and his food banks too. I don't really have anything against him. Cool guy. I'd like to dislike him as everybody else does, but I don't have the soul. I don't think I have the hate in my heart. I wish I had the hate in my heart, guys. I love eating chili dogs. Are you Sonic the Hedgehog? Are you Sonic the Hedgehog? I love eating chili dogs. I love eating chili dogs. Okay, that's cool. So does Amazon. So does UPS. Okay. So does that's fine. To the less fortunate. That's fair. I'm pretty sure that it doesn't work anymore. Cure the blind at one point. He did cure the blind. He did cure the blind. He did cure the blind. They're doing this again? Oh yeah, sorry, I was reading the old message. I don't really hate the guy. I can't really hate the guy. I don't really. He's got like a company of 200 people. I don't think he's going through every single application and knows the people personally. I barely know 30 people's by name. I know of people, but I barely know them personally. Most people can't even keep up with like a regular routine diet or a regular work schedule. He should. He should know all 200 people. He works for kids. MrBeast works for the children. I don't know if MrBeast works for kids. I think some of his videos are unethical. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get bigger and people hate me for nonsense. I don't I want to ask you a real question here. This is a real question. All right, this is a real question. A very very real question. How many interpersonal relationships do you have, right? How many interpersonal relationships do you have where you know everything about their past, right? If I knew 200 people, there's no universe in which I'd know every single facet of their life. Should be investigated. Kids watch his content mostly. That's true. There are a lot of kids on YouTube. Kids watch Sonic.exe and kids watch Poppy Playtime murder videos as well. My niece is unmonitored on the internet and has discovered horrifying things. I was unmonitored on the internet when I grew up, and I discovered 2 girls in 1 cup. I remember I discovered that. That was horrifying. I think it's a rite of passage to be deeply traumatized on the internet. I think MrBeast is significantly less traumatic than the things I discovered when I was younger. Yeah, Lemon Party and Pain Olympics. Yeah, I feel like he's significantly less traumatic than everything else on the internet. I feel like he does not even horribly bad things. Yeah, I've seen worse. Yeah, as a kid, yeah, I've seen worse. It's probably not. I'll never give them an iPad until they're older. I don't know, man. That's fair, but you don't have kids. You don't have kids yet. You don't know that yet. You might get agitated with them. And yeah, because of the past things I've said, do I placate him or disagree with him? If I don't think you are the company you keep. That's not even close to true. That's like dating somebody and you didn't know that they were Republican because you never talk about politics, and now you're dating a Republican, but you love them for things that are not Republican. You're not the company you keep. He gave a guy insomnia. That was disproven. That was disproven. That was deeply disproven. You're not the company you keep. I want to point that out. If you hang around horrible people, that doesn't make you a horrible person. I want to point that out. Just want to point that out. And Blue Jean, I would talk to your friend about it. That's why it's important to ask and find out. Okay, so hear me out. Okay, hear me out. Just level with me here. Level with me. I've been married to my wife for 2 years. We didn't talk about politics for the first year of our marriage. Right? Yeah, negativity, but not if it's negative, not like if it's fun. Like I was hanging out with some friends, and one of the guys made a racist joke. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. He said, "I'm darker than under the bed." Right? That's pretty good. I'm proud of you, Laylo. That's amazing. ChatGPT is better than most friends. So, he made the joke and he said he just went with it. He just rolled with the joke. He just rolled with the joke. What's up, Scubbling? He just rolled with the joke. Now, was I offended? Not even a little bit. It was probably the funniest joke I've heard in quite some time. And that is not your real hair? This is attached to me. I just want to point this out. Yo, just swing by and say you seem cool. Take care. Appreciate it. Still no Fro Hawk. That's true. I feel like you're not. I feel like you're not the people you hang around, to be quite real with you. For instance, in the past, I hung around addicts and I gave them a safe space to exist, is what I did. I myself am not an addict. That's never happened in Bearded, but I'm not an addict. In the past, I hung around people that would yell at their girlfriends. They need friends. I just thought they were cool people. Outside of that, I didn't date them, so I never experienced the horrible verbal abuse they gave to their partners. They were fun to be around. I'm not those people, though. I'm not those people. Just want to point, I'm not my company. I am a safe space for everyone, regardless of whatever you've done. That's fair. It's understandable if you can't understand. That's real. But I'm just a safe space. I accept everybody. I've hung out with people in the kit. Why would you want to be their friend? Because they're fun. Because they're fun. Want to know how I have so many stories about wild situations? Because I hang around people that you would never hang around. That's why. That's why. That's why I do it. That's why. Give one? Go to my page, coward. Anyways, that's just life. That's just what happens. Oil toast? I don't care. You can hang around people that suck. They still need friends. Because guess what? This is so important. This is, if you don't listen to anything I ever say. Hold up a second. Hold on. I gotta message somebody back. Okay. This is important. If you don't listen to anything I say, just let me out. There are horrible people, terrible people out there in the universe. And they still laugh in the kitchen at 2 a.m. They still make poor life choices, and they do horrible things, and they drive recklessly in traffic, and they yell, and they're angry, and they're responsible for all their problems, and they make piss poor decisions, and I still text them back. Guess what? They lie. They hurt people. They ghost others. They cancel plans. Not because they're busy, but because they just do it. They're busy being chaotic gravitational fields of human failure. That's a lot of people. And you know it. You see what they are. A broken vending machine of trauma and charm. Spitting out apologies like candy nobody asked for. But still, you stick around, right? Because you remember the night they cried to your arms after their father died. And how they once defended you because you had the courage to defend yourself. Because they know your middle school nightmares. And they know the real name you call yourself before you could wear it without flinching. Because loyalty isn't logical. It's not a math equation. It's not a scar shaped like a handshake. You forget how to break. You love them even when they leave damaged like breadcrumbs. Because they are your friends. Why are you still hanging out with them? You don't know how to say because I've seen their softness. Because I was there the day they almost gave up. Because monsters can be kind too. Just not consistently. You keep thinking maybe it's time they change. That one day the kindness you keep giving them will finally stick. And maybe it won't. Maybe they'll keep you bleeding and with a smile and a vague promise. Maybe they'll burn that last bridge and call it your fault. Maybe that will happen. But maybe, just maybe, you'll always hold that door open, because somewhere in that horrible person is a version of them worth loving, even if you're the only one who remembers how to look at it. Because I am kind. I'm not nice. I'm not a nice person. I am not a nice person. I am kind. People suck. If you live your entire life making no mistakes, you have not lived a life. Period. People suck. I am kind to everyone. I will be used, battered, and broken because it matters to me. It matters that people experience a kindness that does not judge them and a love does not ask for anything. I am a kind person because I don't ask for a reward for anything that I do ever. Ask anyone I've ever known if I've given you money, if I've offered you a place to stay. I have never asked for anything in return, and I never will, because my kindness does not come with conditions. That is my friendship. And if you cannot extend that kindness to other people, then you are truly not kind. You are just nice. And that is okay too. That is how I feel. I'm not a doormat. I'm not a doormat. I'm not a doormat. I am kind to myself. I am a godlike, amazing person. I am honest and beautiful, is what I am. But you guys think that I, for some reason, allow people to walk all over me and take true advantage of me. Wrong again. I am worse than anybody you've ever met. You guys like me because I'm charismatic and fun and interesting. But I'm still worse than everybody you've ever met. I'm just a guy. Hello, doctor. What's going on? Stream inspection. Happy you're having a stream inspection. You can't be friends with perfect people. You can't. It's impossible. You can't be friends with perfect people. It's impossible to do so. You just can't do that. That's the reality of it. Doctor what? I'm not trying to make anybody do anything. I'm not trying to change people. I'm not trying to change anybody. Another yap session? Yeah. You already know what it is. I'm not trying to change anybody. I don't want to change people. I want people to be happy. I feel like there's a line. There is no line for me. And if I die on this hill, I'll die on this hill. There is no line for me. I am kind to myself. That's good. That's perfect. That's great. You don't have to agree with the way I live my life. This is just how I live. This is why I'm friends with horrible people, because monsters can be nice. Monsters can be kind. Even the worst people deserve friends. And that's where I'm the friend. Even the worst people deserve friends. That's reality of the world. You say, how could you be friends with that person? Because I'm friends with that person. Play Among Us now? That's like being friends with Epstein. And Epstein had hundreds of friends. Hundreds of friends that knew what was going on. Hundreds of friends. Nobody called him out. None of the Donald Trump. Nobody called him out. People knew what was going on. And you're wondering, how can people love those people? How can people be friends with those people? How can people do that? The worst people deserve friends because they're still people. Epstein sucks. He's a horrible, disgusting human being. He's garbage. Truly, he's the worst human on the planet. But guess what? You're using an extreme example to prove a moot point. I'm talking about people that go through human conditions. I'm talking about people that get mad. I'm talking about people that get upset. I'm talking about people that ruin relationships or maybe yell at their partner. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm having a conversation about. I'm not talking about what if you own an entire rink and do trafficking. No. So you got crime up. True, yeah. Definitely very Ohio vibes. Definitely Ohio. Yes, I'm aware that people have done horrible things. People suck. People are horrifying. People suck. Oh yeah, MrBeast. Yeah. I'm saying that MrBeast probably didn't know that that guy was working for him. What do I think of Trump then? I think Trump is a sensationalist. What's on his computer? MrBeast computer? What's on MrBeast computer? I feel like you're holding MrBeast to an impossible standard here. I feel like you're holding MrBeast to an impossible standard. I'm not gonna ride defending MrBeast here, but he's done amazing work. I feel like he's done amazing things. Not from what I've researched, he knew. Now it make me smile. I'm not watching the YouTube video. He's just an example of. Go ahead, keep going. I'm here for you, Felicia. I'm here for you. I don't like what Trump does. People that get away. True. That's true. I'm proud of you, Thor. Remember, I hate people. You wouldn't be friends with a particular brand of people you don't like. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Musty people. Musty people are worse than the devil. That's if you're musty, you're the worst type of person. You don't deserve friends if you're musty. That's one person. I'll tell you that right now. I'm sure you made because it made me uncomfortable. I'm happy I can make you uncomfortable. Somebody knows something. But babe, there's so many beautiful people if you know where to look. What do you think of Republicans taking away trans rights? What do I think of Republicans taking away trans rights? I think they are angry about something they think is unnatural. I think they are disgusting people. I think they don't want people to live their truest life. I think they don't want their taxpayer dollars going to people they think are weird, is how I think. That is my thought process about them. I can understand the anger about why they're angry at it because they feel like it is unnatural and unreal. Should they be angry? It's their choice to be angry. It's their decision. It's their prerogative. I think it is inhuman and gross, but I understand. For instance, I have a friend who's really 100%. I have a friend who's really abuse the pronouns. I only want to punch you through the screen. All right, now, okay, all right. It was a POV. Let's go down. Don't do that, Elena. Don't do that. What's going on, Black Moonshine? So picture this, right? I got a friend who's really fat, right? Fat dude. And he complains about losing weight, and he says he hates his body. And I say, you want to go to the gym with me? I just offered. He said, nah, that's too much work. And I say, okay. And he complains all day about being fat. He smells horrible, and I don't like hanging out with him because he smells bad, right? And I say, we can work out in your living room if you want to. He said, nah, that's too much work. And he doesn't want to do better for himself, and he eats himself into basically death. Recently, he had a heart attack, and he said, I need to change my life. And I said, I got you. Let's go work out. He said, nah, that's too much work. My friend is in a hospital right now, and he's having a bunch of stuff get removed from his heart, around his heart, because it's clogging his arteries. Is he a bad person? He said, I'm not going to the gym. I'm probably more active than everybody in chat right now. Think about that. Do you not feeling enough? Because exercise is bad. It's crazy. I'm probably more active than everybody in the chat right now. I think I'm more active than everybody in the chat, I think. Change your life requires work. Yeah. I just feel for your pain. You must endure being the emotional laundry basket for everybody. I don't care about these people. Okay, what's your bench? I can run 20 miles without being exhausted, you coward. Anyways. Gyms I recommend in Detroit, go to Planet Fitness. I doubt that. Me? Emotionally exhausted from people? Me? Me emotionally exhausted from people. Me. That's not happening. No, that's not happening. Flex? That looks weak. Okay. My calisthenic endurance is better than everybody here. Let's say that. Let's do that. 100%. If you powerlift, you got me. 100%. You probably can lift more than me. I can only do 160 on the bench. That's all I got. But keep it a being with you. My cardio vastly outpowers everybody. I'm just going to keep it a being with you. I'm going to keep it a stack with you. That's where I'm at. Me too. Abby play. I have been trying to find new anime, but I hate the anime trope so much. I see you, Oil Toast. I can run 7 miles. That's pretty good. I can do one. That's all I got. That's all I got. I'm not muscularly strong. I'm cardiovascular strong, and I have great calisthenic. Been to the gym in decades. Let's see what can't do 135. I feel like I can do better. I feel like I can get to 200. I feel like I can do better. I can run infinitely. All right, Xander. I don't like the anime tropes. It feels stupid. I don't like it. I just don't like classics. It doesn't matter. I don't like classics. You're more active. Keeping it P, you are more active than me, but I'm working on becoming consistent again. I'm proud of you. You're hard as a muscle. You got to work it out. When you used to play Sparking Zero, yeah, a year ago. I still play Sparking Zero. It's just not good. Luca, what's going on, Luca? Run 7 miles. That's pretty good. Barely lift 2 shopping bags at once is crazy work. Crazy work. Your butt is it is a muscle. It is a muscle. That's true. Your butt is a muscle. That's true. Why is Vance invading the chat? Is JD Vance in the chat? Is there a JD Vance? Did that protest still create systematic changes? No. I think we need something more violent than protest. I think we need something worse. We have Vancelings in here. I like that. That's good. I'm happy we agree with that, Felicia. We need something way more drastic than protest. Protests do basically nothing. I was in the No Kings protest. They do nothing. They do absolutely nothing. I see you. They're talking about me. I see you guys now. I see you. Eat the rich. We need something worse. Sad fruit. Yeah, it wasn't. It didn't do anything. We need something more drastic. You get your hair like that. If you're not black, get a perm. If you want my hair like this, I say massage your scalp with peppermint oil. That's what I do. Watch Legend of Galactic Heroes, the first episode. 2 my kind of supposed to go to an anime. Legend of Galactic. I feel like I've heard that before. Until people feel actually threatened. All right, Castle House. Let's not do that, and I'm not encouraging that. It does hit different. It is sad. It is sad. It is sad. To make true change, you need to install yourself in places of power. That's true. That's true. That's why I need as many people to follow me as possible so that I can have enough power to enact change. But I want to point this out, guys. If you give me enough power, you will witness change. Oh, I'm going to get canceled hundreds of times. Hey, what's going on, Lilith? I am a nerd. This is important. If you give me enough power, I will shake the system to its core. If you give me, is it good change though? I never said that. I appreciate you, Felicia. You will witness the fistless canceling us for the week. I'm gonna keep it a B. If you give me power, just know something will change. You will experience something different for sure. You get something will happen. Something will happen. You're gonna witness something great. You can always get rebooted. That's true. Free energy drinks? Oh yeah, you're something. Would a general strike do the job? No. You know what we're really? The first thing I'm gonna do if I become president, I'm gonna ban tipping. I'm gonna ban tipping, right? Then I'm gonna increase the federal minimum wage to $25 an hour. I'm gonna ban tipping and increase the federal minimum wage to $25 an hour. Second thing I'm gonna do is legalize drug driving. My third amendment is president. Hold on a second. Wait, actually peak? Yeah. Alright, here goes. Here's what I'm gonna do. Every American must legally marry a goose by 2028. I don't care about gay marriage. I'm having you marry a goose. All national parks are now extreme laser tag arenas. Yellowstone is full contact. That's what it's gonna be. Full contact. That's what we're gonna do. That's what's gonna happen. Time zones completely abolished. The entire country runs on President Standard Time, which changes hourly. Yes. The DMV is now a competitive reality show. Losers must restart their applications from birth. Texas is now rebranded as Bigger Florida. That's what we're gonna do. That's now what we're gonna happen. That's my next order. All vending machines are gonna get replaced with vending riddles. If you get it wrong, you pay double. That is the law. That is the law of what will happen next. The moon is now a prison. All minor crimes result in immediate lunar deportation. That is what's gonna happen. This is the next thing. Wednesdays are mandatory screaming days. You must scream at noon. If you miss it, you are taxed. The national anthem is replaced with the sound of me laughing for 6 minutes straight. That's the national anthem. Congress must wear clown shoes and honk before speaking. No exceptions. All U.S. currency must have Bigfoot somewhere hidden on it. That's what's gonna happen. Bald eagles are now mandatory pets. Don't have one. One will be assigned to you and it hates you. This is what I'm gonna do as president. These are all easy things. Every American gets one legally sanctioned sword duel per year. Unused duels will roll over. That's what we'll do. How would you get this to pass? I'm just saying. If the bald eagle dies, another one will be assigned to you, and it will be angrier at you. That's what happens. That's the next one. No one can say literally unless they pass a grammar test and survive a logic maze. I'm sick of the word. All fast food menus must rotate weekly using my new branded chaos dice. McDonald's sells sushi now. That is what we must do. Every citizen must compete in a nationwide spelling bee. The losers must get mildly electrocuted every 6 hours. I'm not reading a Kai Pasta. I'm saying my directives. This is just what I think. I'm not reading anything. This is not me reading. I'm not reading anything. I'm looking at the 3 chats I have up right now. This is the chat, this is the chat, and this is the chat. I have 3 screens. This is what I'm reading. What do you mean? All flags now must feature a raccoon with a knife with the words Gooblegop. That's what the words. Libraries are now nightclubs. Shushing somebody results in imprisonment. That's my new directive. Could live with these laws. Everybody must have a job. Forever. There's my brother messaged me. What's along wizardry and alchemy? You must turn gold into copper by the age of 7. We're going to war with Japan immediately. That's my first directive. Area 51 is open to everybody, but it is now a mountain climbing Starbucks haunted house hybrid. You surviving. Read your chats. I'm sorry, Elena. What are you saying? Trying to revive. I'm trying to bring it back. Once a month, gravity is optional. Hover hour will be televised. That is what will happen once a month, every so often. The White House is turned upside down. Literally turned upside down. All meetings will now take place on the ceilings. Farts? Alright, I'm not reading your stuff. They should have chill music in the libraries. Public schools must teach necromancy and interpretive dance. Math is optional. And my final directive, I will release the Epstein files if I am elected. All politicians must be put on lie detectors. Everybody in my closet, cabinet, and everything must be put on lie detectors. All of them. With BBL femboys. Have you ever heard of BBL smell? What is this pregnant man you're sharing? Sarah's 2027. He's gonna hunt me for sport. That's directive number 0. Getting assassinated. Theory rearranges atomic structure. Did anybody know about the BBL smell? What about private schools? All private schools are now Waffle Houses. We will fight. He sent me another message. Don't let me get power. I need power. I need power. Goth IHOPs win? No. No. Every state besides bigger Florida will now become Ohio. Day 1 world peace. You're just saying words, Elena. You're just saying words. All traffic lights are now roulette wheels. Red light means go. We will make everything Arby's. Sounds like public schools. Yeah. The national bird will be a seagull. Save the mod. Nah. Unban necromancy. Bring back Victor Frankenstein. I live in Detroit. We should call all of Michigan Detroit. It would be way easier for me. Children can vote, but they have to be wearing little wizard hats. That's... Children... Is this a game? No, I'm just... If I was president. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. If you area Beatles hater life in prison. What? That doesn't even mean Arby's isn't good. Arby's is amazing. Eminem's gonna be mad. Every month, every citizen will be given a random job title. I'll fix the job situation immediately. One day you'll be a CEO. The next one you'll be a goose wrangler. So we'll do. The national motto is now oops. It must be screamed before every announcement. That's what it will be. Is Alaska Ohio? Alaska is Ohio. Yo, what is me? We got the meats is my my campaign slogan is we got the meats. 600-hour work weeks. We extend the weeks into months and months become weeks. 600-hour work week. We're all going to be goose wranglers. I'm doing it again. All presidents must fight a bear in single combat before taking office. The bear is trained. Yeah, scream oops. That's what you do. Every Tuesday is opposite day. Federal documents must reflect this. That's what we gotta do. Every military uniform is not a pirate uniform. But specifically, y'all gotta dress like Captain Jack Sparrow. I'd be a good president. They just got a 30-hour work week. The bear is trained. Yeah. Sounds nice. That's what we do. No. I don't want a dictatorship. That sounds ridiculous. But weddings will require rap battles instead of vows. The winner gets custody of the kids. That's what we'll do now. The C-SPAN network is rebranded as an anime. Senators have transformation sequences and theme music. That's what we gotta do. But you're a girl? If you are a woman, you get $600 every day, but you lose both your legs. Your social security number is now a secret animal name. Deal? I love to see it. All borders are now portals to randomized biomes. I'll walk on peg legs. If you walk on peg legs, you have to fight a Mike Tyson clone that we made in a lab. We're guessing that the IRS now operates from a haunted roller coaster. That's what we'll do. I'm just saying words. Every single citizen gets one summon meteor button. Use it wisely. Or not, I don't care. You get one of them though. You only get one. You only get one of them. I don't know what you have against Sabrina Carpenter. What did Sabrina Carpenter do? Hold on. What did Sabrina Carpenter do? Did she do something? Made the IRS pay us. The IRS now taxes you quadruple. I'm gonna triple student debt. The national debt will octuple if I come in office. Can we aim the meteor? No. You don't get to aim the meteor. If you breathe, you get taxed. Everyone, no more toilets, only urinals. It is completely optional. 100%. The Beatles are better? What? For album cover? Oh, that's crazy. Please your case at the nearest hood. Lee Study gets it. Lee Study gets it. Work with Trump after the election. Means infiltrate the federal government and gather information of Trump and other politicians. I don't think he's that smart. I don't think Elon Musk is that smart. Elon Musk isn't smart at all. He's not smart. He's just not smart. He's not a smart man. You're giving him too much credit. Every building must legally rotate 15 degrees every month. Isn't being smart how we got famous? No. That's not how we got famous. He's a Nepo baby. Please learn. He pays to look smart. That's true. He does. A femboy? I'm not doing that to Elon. Every mirror gets replaced by a surveillance device now. Yeah, he's not smart. He's not smart. Politicians must box? Yeah, let's do that. Politicians must box. Fire hydrants are bidets. That's smart. That was a legit question. No, he's not smart. He's not smart. He's not smart at all. He's not smart. He's not a smart person. Yeah, all bridges have riddles now. All bridges have riddles. Neon light or rainbow halo above your head. Oh man, rainbow halo probably. I think he said he was autistic and he uses that as a crutch. All Wi-Fi is going to be powered by emotional energy. If you're feeling sad, you don't have any internet. Beyblades in the courtrooms. Talk to him. Time is now spherical. Nobody knows what it means, but it's legally binding. Every man, if they hit the age of 35 and does not have a job, must start a podcast. GTA 7, we gotta go backwards with GTAs. Modern day Thomas Edison. Says stealing from Nikola Tesla is crazy. Every citizen will be assigned a rival at birth. Thank you for following. I appreciate that. Stop listing laws and just do something? No. No. All restaurants have one invisible menu item. If you guess it, it's free. But if you don't guess it, we steal your kids. Alright, guys. It is now 10 o'clock. It's 9:59. So this is the end of our stream today. Tomorrow we'll be back with more stream stuff. I'll be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for checking out my stream. I hope you have a lovely day or night wherever you're at. Goodbye. YouTube, Twitch. Goodbye, YouTube.